Oh, wait.
What? Oh wait. Oh, this is
I
beautiful.
gotta,
This.
I gotta dress like.
Oh yeah.
Alright, I'm ready.
This is StoneHouse Movie Reviews, and that's Moonknight right here. I'm very happy to have you join us as we talk
Yes.
about your first episode.
Yeah. Top of the morning to you.
Yeah, it's really weird because you are a lot more white than I thought I was expecting. I thought you were
Well,
supposed to be Egyptian.
uh, it is what it is. Bloody.
Bloody? It's bloody.
Alright, ready. Moon Knight movie review.
Hello, and welcome to Staying Awake.
I have a sleeping disorder. I can't tell the difference between my waking life and dreams.
Hello, and welcome to Staying Awake.
Hi everyone, and welcome to StoneHouse Movie Reviews.
Yes.
Except we're not doing a movie review today. We're doing an episode review of Moonknight. Brava. We just finished watching it because we were bored,
Yes.
and yeah, he is such a fan of the show, he decided to wrap himself in toilet paper.
Yeah. 10
Yeah.
out of 10.
10 out of 10 would do it again. So before we get into the review of our episode, let's talk about what our history with the other Disney Plus shows of Marvel, where, like, what was it? WandaVision, Loki, Falcon and Winter Soldier. I think there's another one, but we're just blanking right now.
What are you asking, like what I thought of those?
Yeah.
I would say I liked some of WandaVision. I liked Loki. I never finished, honestly. I enjoy the Marvel movies. I don't read the comics. I don't know much about them beyond the movies. But when it comes to the Disney Plus shows, WandaVision for me was my favorite, but it even that, like, it kind of lost its I don't know, kind of lost its pull for me at some point. I think it was those last few episodes that kind of I was like, nah, I don't know. And then Falcon and Winter Soldier really let me down, honestly. I was not I was not entertained by those. What If? I've watched a few episodes of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Oh,
the bar for me, the bar is not very high when it comes to the Marvel Disney movie. The bar is not very high when it comes to the Marvel TV stuff on Disney Plus. So that's my kind of background with it. What about you?
so let's see. WandaVision pissed me off. I think that would have benefited if it was a couple episodes shorter and it didn't release on a weekly basis or like once a week. I think it would have been better if you had binge watched it. What If? I got into one episode and I was like, it's too stupid for me. Falcon and Winter Soldier, I don't even remember it, so there's that. I think I remember liking Wyatt Russell. Loki was good, but I think I liked it more because of Owen Wilson and Tom Hiddleston, and Hawkeye. Whatever. So, needless to say, for me, I thought the Marvel shows were very lacking in originality, and I think it just kind of tried to do what The Walking Dead was, which was create more quantity and not focusing on quality.
Yes, very sad. Anyway.
Needless to say, I wasn't going to watch the Moon Knight show until all the episodes came out because of this reason. I was like, I'm just going to binge it, and I'm not going to spend weeks of my life, and then we were talking today, and we were like, well, what do we want to do today? And we were bored, and so we were like, let's just watch Moonknight. So we watched Moonknight, and tell me what you thought.
And I'm glad we did, because to me, and this may be a hot take, it may not be, I don't know, but Moonknight to me has the best character, when it comes to the character storytelling, and the intrigue, and me being curious and wanting to watch the next episode. Honestly, this is probably the best one out of all of the ones I've watched. When it comes to, like, I know nothing about Moonknight. I know nothing about the character. Oscar Isaac, obviously killing it. He does a great job in everything he's in, even the terrible movies that shall not be named.
They fly now.
But he's a great actor. He does a great job here, and the character of Steven, what's his last name?
Fucker.
Okay. Well, in the character he plays is really intriguing to me. He has a mental disorder. We'll go into that a little bit later on, but yeah, when it comes to storytelling and character development, to me, this is the best when it comes to the Disney shows that they've put out for the Marvel Universe. And honestly, it may just be because I don't know the character, and I am genuinely curious about it. But it actually surprised me. What about you?
Yeah, so for me, I didn't know much about Moonknight other than people always said that he was more dark, and he's kind of, I don't know, like some people say he's like the Batman of the Marvel verse, even though people also say Daredevil. But anyways, so yeah, I was really intrigued by the show. So someone said something that was really interesting, and it was Marvel didn't just come into this show expecting you to give it any leeway.
Mm-hmm.
Like WandaVision, it was very slow to actually. It took 3 episodes of just absolutely nothing happening, and before it actually started showing what was happening. This show, it throws you right in. Like in the first 20 minutes, this is how, like, I'm so used to the Marvel shows, is the first 20 minutes I was expecting it to end when he woke up, and then like right after that dream sequence, and then it was just going to end. And then I realized, oh, we're only halfway through the episode, and then it got like more interesting. Like it threw everything in there in the first episode, and I'm not going to have to waste my time with 3 episodes learning what could have been done in 1 episode. So, if that makes any sense.
No, that makes sense. So, to me, like the character development, that's what I was saying about the character development. It seems like they did a good job with this character about establishing who he is or who he thinks he is. But also kind of throwing in that mystery of, oh, he's hearing voices. He wakes up, like the very first time we meet him, he has a leg restraint on in his bed, and you're already thinking, okay, something's weird. And you see his little routine he goes through where he takes the tape off the door and he talks to the fish, and he steps over the sand, and all those things that he does. You kind of gather in the first few minutes. You're like, okay, this guy, I'm already curious about him. He's not just a normal hero type person, right? And for Marvel, to me, I like that. I like that they're not going the typical route of, and I don't know what he's like in the comics. I don't know if they've changed his character, but at least in the show, they're showing that he's flawed. They're showing that he has some sort of mental disorder. Multiple personalities. He hears voices. He obviously he doesn't sleep, and we learn later that it's at least from what I've gathered, it's like he doesn't want to sleep, because when he sleeps, he has these bad dreams. And so he tries not to sleep, but then he eventually does fall asleep, and we get to live through one of these dreams that he has. But then we find out later it's not quite a dream. So, but all of that happens in the first episode, and you get quite a bit of character development. You go through he goes through some heartbreak and confusion and all this other stuff. Just really really making you feel for the character. Like I feel bad for the guy already.
Yeah.
And I think that's what they're going for. And so it kind of, those last 30 seconds of the episode, kind of gives him some redemption for all of the sucking at life that he's having.
Yeah, I forget how good of an actor Oscar Isaac is.
Yeah.
Like, we watch him in some other movies that aren't very okay.
They fly now! They fly now!
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
For children or anyone to watch.
God forbid anybody has to sit through that.
But yeah, and then we watch this and we're like, oh wow. I mean, that steakhouse scene, I was like, dude, like, bro, that was, and they were like, what kind of thing? And he was like, or what kind of steak do you want? And he was like, the good one. I was like,
Yeah.
oh, dude.
Like, good one.
Yeah, he was a vegetarian too. And like he said, what is it? How do you want it cooked? And he was like, very good, very good. I was like, poor Oscar Isaac. But yeah, he was very good. Ethan Hawke.
Yeah.
Yes, Ethan Hawke. He looks pretty cool in this. I'm not really a Ethan Hawke fan. I know your mother-in-law will be pissed off at me about that, but yeah, I mean, I like that he's filling his shoes with glass. And
Yeah, that was interesting. I was going to ask you about what you thought about that opening shot. Where he takes the shot and then he puts the glass in the shoes. Like, that was a little different for a Marvel opener, like an opener before they show the little Marvel reel. They started with him putting glass in his shoes, so you can kind of tell this show's going a little bit darker than the other Marvel shows have gone.
Well, yeah, there's blood in there, which is the first time I've seen blood in a Marvel show.
Yeah, the scene where he has kind of a moment where he's like, his eyes flash and the screen flashes, and then he's there and there's dead bodies on the ground and he's got a bloodied up hand. It's actually showed a little bit of brutality for once. So I'm looking forward when it comes to I want to see how far they push it. It'll be interesting.
Yeah. Kevin Feige said this is gonna change the way that they do Marvel, and I mean I'm hopeful that it's the direction, because I think they've been playing with these kitty gloves for too long, and now they have no stakes in any of their shows or any of their movies, and so now I'm kind of hoping that this gives it a fresh look and a fresh take, and kind of
He almost, to me, and I don't know anything about the character. He almost seems like a Batman type character. Everything from like the flaws, the brutality, not in the way of, Batman's personality, but in the way of that Batman is kind of known for being brutal, and he's known for being very dark, and that seems to be the direction this character is going as well.
So, are you excited for next week, or?
Yeah, I'm actually looking forward to the next episode, which is kind of rare for me. So that when it comes to the Marvel shows, I haven't ever been like, I look forward to the next week. This one, I am looking forward to it, I would say. I'm cautiously optimistic about the show.
Yeah, I'm really excited for the episode next week. Although I am preparing myself to be disappointed also. I mean, they got me hooked, but I just have a feeling that they're just gonna punch me in the dick again. So
it is Disney, so
yeah, they typically do. And so, but I'm not gonna give this a rating just because it's only an episode.
It's almost too soon.
But yeah, it gets me excited. I'm sure we'll come back and talk about it next week. But yeah.
And for an opener episode, to me, it was the best. It was the best one that Disney Marvel has done for one of their shows. It was definitely To me, the pacing was great for a character development story. The pacing was great. It asked a lot of questions. It answered some and left a ton of questions for you to ponder on. It revealed just enough. Dude, what did you think about his suit at the end? When right after he beats up the demon dog thing.
It looks really cool.
Yeah.
I'm not. Oh, that was something I didn't like about this show. The car chase scene. The green screen. That was
you
not
could tell
very good.
It was almost like the CGI wasn't quite done.
Well, yeah. The guy who was climbing in the back, like that was really bad.
Yeah.
But yeah, the suit I kind of liked, but I wish it was a little bit. I wish it wasn't CGI, but maybe if I see it more in movements, then I will appreciate it.
Yeah,
but
and
I'm not.
I almost wonder. I'm hopeful that they have a practical suit that he was in at some point during the show. Kind of like how in Spider-Man, they do a mixture of the practical suit and CGI. I'm hoping, because you can really tell when it's not quite there. I'm hoping we get scenes of him interacting with things and it's the physical suit. But I guess we'll have to see about that as it continues on. So yeah.
Well, yeah. Well, that's all our thoughts. But comment below. Tell us what you think of the first episode. Does it suck? Tell Dylan how much he sucks. No, I'm just kidding. I love having Dylan on.
Please tell me.
I love making him feel uncomfortable. Tell him how much I suck. Like, comment, and subscribe. And we'll be back next week with episode 2, unless it just horribly sucks or I'm dead. Goodbye.
Pip pip. Cheerio.